ay dumating sa ating buhay. Laging may paraan upang tayo'y makapag-aral.
Tara na't matutong magbasa at magbilang. 1, 2, 3, 4, ABC Plus ay kasama. Kapit bisig tayo na. We learn as one. Yes, we learn as one. Together hand in hand. We learn as one. Yes, we learn as one. Together hand in hand.
Sa edukasyong hatid sa bawat tahanan, walang iwanan.
Because we learn as one.
Pangarap ay matutupad basta't laging magsumikap. Sa ating kamay nakalaan ang liwanag ng bagong bukas.
We learn as one. Yes, we learn as one. Together hand in hand. We learn as one. Yes, we learn as one. Together hand in hand. We learn as one. Yes, we learn as one. Together hand in hand. We learn as one. Yes, we learn as one. Together hand in hand.
Sa edukasyong hatid sa bawat tahanan, walang iwanan.
Because we learn as one.
According to Michael Stedman, reading develops your brain, provides a window to the world around you, and helps you do better in all subjects. To our Central District Supervisor, Dr. Raul Amiego, our school principal, Mrs. Maria Elena Kisintasas, our Brigada Eskwela Coordinator, Miss Eliza Good, my fellow teachers, volunteers, parents, learners, good morning. Welcome to our Brigada Pagbasa launching and orientation with the theme Sama-sama, tulong-tulong sa pagtataguyod ng kultura sa pagbasa. To begin with, let us have our Philippine National Anthem to be followed by the prayer through multimedia presentation.
Bayang mag-iling, tulas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyat ka ng pag-ibig, sa manlulupig, di ka pagsisiin, sa dagat at bundok, sa sibuyat, sa langit mo'y buhang, may nilagang tula at awit sa pagnayang minamahal, ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagtitinig, ang bituin at araw niyang kailan pa man ay magdidilig. Lupa ng araw ng buwan, kahit pag sila nilalangit sa pinikuan. Mabibigaya ng buwan, may mga ating ako manay ng dating sa'yo.
Lord, as we begin today, we ask freshness of your Spirit, that out of confused issues may come simplicity of plan, that out of fear may come confidence, that out of hurry may come deliberation, that out of frustration may come guidance. Let us get to our work, not head first, but heart first. May we be able to disagree without being disagreeable, to differ without being difficult, to be honest without tension, and frank without offense, in an atmosphere of team spirit. Amen.
To give us a welcome address, let us hear from our very active and supportive principal, Maria Elena Kisintasas.
A pleasant morning to one and all, especially to our distinguished guests in this virtual platform. To our PSDS, Dr. Raul Liago, teachers, parents, pupils, and to the Brigada Pagbasa volunteers. Brigada Pagbasa is an extension project of Brigada Escola, as it acknowledges that literacy is very important in learning. It is essential in building knowledge among people and children that eventually they will use as they grow up. The aim of education is to provide a literate student and teach literacy among people, to equip them later in their lives and discover their full potentials. To become literate is an important component in the development of children, especially at this fast-paced, technology-driven age. Brigada Pagbasa aims to unleash the potential of every child, as Mr. Romel Fuerte of World Vision Philippines said. For this program to be successful, it is necessary to train good teachers, and we would like also to invite volunteers to make this campaign successful. With this, ladies and friends, I would gladly welcome you all to the Brigada Escuela Pagbasa orientation.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Sintasas. And now, let us have an inspirational message from our Central District Supervisor, Dr. Raul M. Liego.
Good day to all of us. My highest respect to our active and brilliant school heads, Mrs. Maria Elena Kisintasas, to the resilient teachers, to the reading coordinator, to our barangay captain, Jesus Consoneri Sr., to the PTA officials, SPG officers, ladies and friends, a blessed and wistful day to all. The Philippine educational system is currently facing a biggest challenge. All the present trend has been changed due to COVID-19. There are several problems that has been identified to its drastic change, but the Department of Education conducted this year's Brigada Escuela, also known as the National Schools Maintenance Week, launched Brigada Pagbasa in celebrations of the National Literacy Month, a movement that seeks to enhance the reading skills of the Filipino children. Literacy, most especially amongst children and youth, is one of the key factors that determines how well a country progresses in this rapidly changing world. It is essential in building knowledge among people and children that eventually they will use as they grow up. The aim of education is to provide a literate student, to teach literacy among young people, to equip them later in their lives and discover their full potentials. This campaign is a lifelong commitment for all of us, perhaps until every child receives an opportunity to be educated and to develop his full potentials. So, reading is a foremost foundation skills. It is equivalent to opening a learner's door towards positions of life skills. More so, because teaching reading has become perplexing, this new normal setup, as it is impossible to reach children at home. There is a need to develop a program as an initiative that once shaped the community as the new class home. In line with this, a continuous pursuit of our Dahil Una sa Lahat Bata, this Brigada Pagbasa program was birthed to help reach the pupils despite the hostile learning, particularly the indicacy of learning. This program strengthened the division in support for reading program, Every Child a Reader program. I would like to congratulate the school heads, Mrs. Dar Sintasas, for this program, and also the reading coordinator. May every success in our schools will be compensated by the teachers as well as the pupils. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for all the guidance. Allow me to leave this great reminder from my heart. Don't promise children anything. Teach just then how to read and they will thank you later. I am Mandawi, bringing the best. Sa DepEd Mandawi CID, ang bata kanunayng pinalabi. Ug sa Sentro Distrito, ang mga bata kanunayng alisto. God bless you abundantly and keep safe always.
To know the legal basis, aims, and guides of Brigada Pagbasa, let us listen to our Brigada Pagbasa Program Director and Educational Technical Program Manager, World Vision Development Foundation, Mr. Jumel P. Hitonzo.
A pleasant day to all, most especially to the Department of Education family, community partners, stakeholders, volunteers, parents, and learners. Please let me take this opportunity also to congratulate DepEd and its partners for the success of Brigada Pagbasa launch and implementation across the country. And we hope that this partnership will be strengthened as we engage more partners in this advocacy. My name is Jomel P. Hitonzo, the Brigada Pagbasa Program Director from World Vision Development Foundation. I am very privileged today to share with you the Brigada Pagbasa framework and key initiatives. I hope this walkthrough will help you navigate the program and identify potential areas for collaboration among stakeholders, education champions, and community partners to intensify the literacy development programs being implemented in your community to ensure that no learner will be left behind, most especially now that the educational challenges we face have gotten worse due to the pandemic. The Department of Education signed a memorandum of agreement with World Vision Development Foundation to establish Brigada Pagbasa as an offshoot of Brigada Eskwela through its external partnership service. We are grateful to the Department of Education for the honor of being chosen co-lead convener of the program. The signing of the MOA was led by no less than our Secretary Leonor Liling Magtolis Briones, together with Undersecretary Tunisito MC Umali of External Partnership Service. The Brigada Pagbasa program is a national movement for reading that aims to bring together all education champions and supporters to contribute to nation building by helping all Filipino children enhance their reading skills in the context of partnership. This is to support DepEd's goal to uplift literacy among Filipino learners. Brigada Pagbasa is a readership initiative that aims to support existing enrichment and remediation activities led by DepEd. It also serves as a social accountability platform that encourages community participation and accountability by ensuring that every member of the community is aware of their role in our children's education. The tagline, "Sama-sama, tulong-tulong sa pagtataguyod ng kultura sa pagbasa," was coined to highlight the importance of promoting reading culture in the community and foster genuine love for reading to help our children become functionally literate. We believe that the difficulty with our children's functional literacy is not merely a cognitive issue. Half of the challenge is cultural. Therefore, raising a generation of children who are committed to learn will require cooperation and participation of the entire community. Brigada Pagbasa is the partnership response to Hamon Bawat Bata Bumabasa or the 3Bs initiative. Consistent with the Brigada Eskwela framework, the program aims to synergize partners' resources to strengthen literacy interventions in the community. DepEd released the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan when we shifted to distance learning due to the pandemic. On page 50 of this document, DepEd enjoins all its personnel and partners to strengthen the implementation of Brigada Pagbasa at the school level. And in June 2021, the Department of Education's Office of External Partnership Service released the guidelines on the use of Program Support Fund for building collaborations and linkages for school year 2021 to 2022 to help improve literacy building support for our children and address literacy gaps in the context of partnership. Brigada Pagbasa follows the Lead a Child framework, which is an acrostic of the key principles we adopted in the program implementation. L is for leveraging partners after school initiatives, which means we need not reinvent the wheel and duplicate what DepEd and partners are already doing in the community, but rather identify the gaps and provide support to strengthen the impact of DepEd's existing program. E is for engaging volunteers to facilitate reading sessions in the community. The way Brigada Escuela is implemented, community professionals, LGU officials, parent leaders, youth leaders, and church partners volunteer as learning facilitators to share their time, talents, and treasures to help reach the most vulnerable learners. A is on the adoption of indicators or schools, where we provide partners opportunity to choose the activities and schools they wish to support based on their expertise, available resources, and organizational mandate. Meanwhile, to ensure that the literacy building support we provide is responsive to the needs of our learners, we work collaboratively with education experts to drive education solutions and innovations to make learning more meaningful for our children. In our pursuit to help ensure that our children will become educated for life, Brigada Pagbasa aims to support DepEd to help children have increased learning outcomes by providing children access to literacy enhancement programs using multimodal learning approaches. To achieve this goal, we have identified two key initiatives. First is to equip parents and community partners to support their children's learning. In collaboration with the Department of Education's Curriculum and Partnership Team, together with the expert from NGO partners and community professionals, we designed a contextualized teacher training program for community volunteers and learning facilitators, aligned with the target competencies and needs of the learners. And after the training, our trained facilitators will be mobilized to facilitate reading interventions using the modality appropriate and accessible for our learners. The planning and preparation for the conduct of reading interventions at the community is led by the school heads with the support of education stakeholders. During planning, key details which include mapping of learners, volunteer orientation, and development of locally relevant materials are being used to ensure that the program will be implemented successfully. To ensure the intentionality of the program, we begin by assessing children's literacy skills and reading readiness using World Vision's Functional Literacy Assessment Tool, or FLAT, to identify the specific enrichment activities that will be provided for our children. Partners are also using other assessment tools prescribed by the Department of Education. Before the conduct of literacy enrichment activity, pre-test and post-test are being conducted to determine learners' progress as they go about the reading program. In the course of program implementation, we conduct regular feedback sessions and monitoring activities with our learners and reading facilitators to identify implementation gaps and action steps to address the challenges. The number of sessions we implement varies from context to context. Most communities implement the program the whole year round to ensure that learners are ready to transition to the next grade level, while others run it for a minimum of 15 sessions depending on the learner's needs. The modality also depends on the community protocol being implemented in the community and learners' access to the learning modality. As mentioned previously, we closely collaborate with DepEd's curriculum and instruction team at different levels in designing the teachers' training program to be given to our community partners and learning facilitators. On the screen, you will see the topics we facilitate during the training. The topics are being selected based on the needs of the learners and target competencies to help address literacy challenges faced by our students. Our partners support the program based on the competencies and available resources. Some partners composed of community professionals, teacher applicants, education graduates, LGU officials, and GPTA officers sign up as volunteer tutors, while others are donating books for the community-based reading sessions. Others provide mobilization support for our volunteers such as transportation, communication allowance, facilitators kit for our volunteers. We also partner with academic institutions where we mobilize NSTP students to provide tutorial activities using multimodal learning approaches. With this, we will not run out of options for those who would like to support the cause. Learning materials and training resources developed by Brigada Pagbasa team were uploaded to the Brigada Pagbasa Drive to support the partners' implementation of Brigada Pagbasa program. Although all of the items on the drive are open source, we do ask that the branding be preserved if partners chose to replicate them. To check on our partners and activities and how Brigada Pagbasa is being implemented in the community, you can follow us on Facebook at Sama sa Brigada Pagbasa. We also encourage you to share the link to your post on our Facebook page so that our partners can learn good practices they can adopt. In addition, the Department of Education and World Vision created an official project ID to be utilized in the project rollout. I would like to emphasize that this is a DepEd approved project ID that cannot be changed. We've included a space in the ID for partners to add their logos. In addition, the official file was uploaded to the drive. Here's the example of the kits and worksheets that our Brigada Pagbasa facilitators receive from our partners and donors. Big books for storytelling, writing supplies, and hygiene kits are usually included in the kit. The composition of the kit is determined by the community's available resources. The funds used for the procurement of these kits are usually provided by the LGU partners, corporate and individual donors to augment school resources for program implementation. You may check the design of the bags and worksheets shown in the Brigada Pagbasa Drive shown previously. So here are the example of the learning worksheets we uploaded in the drive. And this is the learner's kit. Here on the slide, you can see here it's a canvas bag, but we also have a version we use where we use a sling bag for the learner's kit. And lastly, I would like to share some of the pictures during program rollout to give an idea how our partners are doing Brigada Pagbasa in the community. The image shows a mobile library that was used to bring books to the children, where the LGU lent the tricycle, while the PTA and NGO partners donated the storybooks. The mobile library visits the neighborhood and is stationed in each area for the entire day to allow our students to read. And because children are not permitted to leave their homes due to health protocols, DepEd teachers and Brigada Pagbasa learning facilitators assist parents and caregivers in selecting grade-level appropriate storybooks for their children. As indicated in the slides, other students are also providing support to assist in the facilitation of reading sessions for their siblings inside their homes, while others are reading on their own. In the slide, you can also see the school level training for the volunteers led by the school heads and the reading materials developed to be used for the project rollout. So the trained facilitators with the help of our reading coordinators and school heads develop the materials they need for the project rollout. And these materials will be included in the learning facilitators kit for our volunteers. Other partners are also using instructional tablets donated by the LGU in the conduct of the reading enrichment sessions for our children. The devices are lent to the students during the session and will be collected after to allow other students to use the tablet and access offline digital materials installed in the device. And here in the picture, you can also see our partners from the Philippine Coast Guard volunteering in the conduct of reading sessions. To end, I would like to encourage everyone to support the program and do their part in educating our children. To sustain the gains and bridge the gap as we embark on the second year of emergency remote learning, every member of the community must be equipped to perform their role in effectively educating our children. Indeed, amazing things happen when we work together to ensure that no learner is left behind. Indeed, the future of our children is worth investing. As an educator, naniniwala po ako na ang mga batang marunong bumasa ay malaya. Malayang matuto, malayang paunlarin ang kanilang mga sarili, at malayang tuparin ang kanilang pangarap na maging pag-asa ng bayan. Muli, nais ko pong imbitahan ng lahat na tayo ay magsama-sama, magtulong-tulong sa pagtataguyod ng kultura sa pagbasa. Mabuhay po ang DepEd, mabuhay ang ating mga partners, mabuhay po ang lahat ng mag-aaral na Pilipino. Magandang araw po, God bless you all, and God bless you more. Salamat.
Aron hingpit nga masabtan ang tanan, magdungan kita sa pagtanaw sa Brigada Pagbasa, isip kabahin sa Brigada Eskwela. Unsa ang Brigada Pagbasa? Ang Brigada sa Pagbasa, usa ka inisyatibo nga nakabase sa komunidad ubos sa Brigada Eskwela. Tumong niini nga mahiusa ang mga DepEd partners, mga ginikanan, tanan sa komunidad, pribadong o publikong sektor nga magtugod og grupo nga mugiya og magtudlo sa mga tingnunan sa pagbasa ug mahimong functionally literate. Unsaon nako pagtabang sa Brigada Pagbasa? Adunay upat ka matang sa voluntaryo. Kini mao ang A. Volunteer reader, B. Volunteer tutor, C. Volunteer book donor, D. Volunteer support. Usaw-usaw nato kini kung unsa ang papel sa matag usa kanila. Ang usa ka volunteer reader mutabang sa kindergarten hangtod sa grade 6 nga mga estudyante sa ilang komunidad aron sila mahimong hanas nga mambabasa pinaagi sa pagbasa sa libro ngadto kanila. Ang usa ka volunteer tutor mutudlo sa mga estudyante sulod sa usa ka oras kada adlaw. Ang voluntaryo makapili kung kinsa ang ilang tudluan o depende sa buluhaton nga gihatag sa eskwelahan diin ang mga bata gustong magtuon. Ang usa ka volunteer book donor muhatag og mga libro o uban pang mga basahon nga magamit sa mga bata ug sa eskwelahan. Ang usa ka volunteer support muhatag og pagkaon, mga materyales sa pagtudlo o pinansyal nga tabang nga magamit sa mga volunteer reader, tutor ug donor. Makahatag usab og mga butang sama sa gipakita sa mga hulagway. Interesado ako sa pagboluntaryo. Unsa akong buhaton? Mag-register sa link sa ubos. Ang tanang mga volunteers hatagan og Certificate of Recognition or Appreciation. Ang mga volunteer tutors hatagan og Certificate of Teaching Experience alang sa ilang kontribusyon sa pagbasa sa Brigada Pagbasa na ilang magamit sa pag-apply sa Teacher 1 item. Busa, unsa pa imong gihulat? Magparehistro na! Ang Mayor A.S. Fortuna Memorial Elementary School call for Brigada Pagbasa Volunteers. Sama-sama, tulong-tulong sa pagtataguyod ng kultura sa pagbasa. #Batang Gisuhanon sa Pagbasa Babangon. To give us these closing remarks, let us all welcome Ms. Eliza A. Guod.
Good morning, everyone, especially to our school principal, Mrs. Maria Elena K. Santasas, on behalf of Mayor E.S. Fortuna Memorial Elementary School, administration and staff. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our barangay captain, Honorable Jesus C. Neri, SK Chairman, Honorable Dwight Mozo, to our fellow teachers, parents, and community volunteers. Thank you for supporting this project. Brigada Pagbasa, which is one of the components of the Brigada Eskwela program to promote literacy and numeracy through the help of Department of Education. And it also developed genuine love for reading and enhanced reading ability of the learners. Hopefully, this project will continue strives to address the literacy gap of our community. Once again, thank you and God bless us all.